What is up? Let's see here. What is up? You need some morning scream with your coffee. Decided to do a little bit of a live stream real quick, just talking about this awful news about Scream. Wait for some people to trickle in here. Don't normally do morning streams, but figured I'd do one today. Not going to be able to stream for too long. Just kind of want to talk about this. There's a bunch of rumors going around about what is what and what is not. And I kind of want to discuss this morning. I got a video coming up pretty soon with some information in it, so be looking out for that. But I'm not going to be live streaming for long. Just kind of want to talk, spend some time with you guys. Don't normally do morning live streams, like I already said. But yeah, hey, what's up, Nanette? How you doing this morning? Doing all right? Yeah, I kind of want to just talk about this. I don't know if anyone's seen the what Jamie Kennedy put out yesterday. If you haven't, check it out. I got a video coming out about it as well. I'm not going to be able to live stream very long. Just kind of want to just spend some time, kind of mess with, live streaming a little bit more too. Normally do it at night, but I'm going to do it some mornings as well. So yeah, welcome. It sounds like Neve Campbell's role was going to be pretty significant, from what Jamie Kennedy has said. It sounds like they're just not wanting to pay her, especially after how much they made after Scream 5, excuse me. Still trying to wake up a little bit. Got my coffee over here, a little alien whaling cup. I'm doing well, Annette. I'm doing well. How you doing today? Just kind of getting up, getting motivated, and I'm still kind of just stewing on this whole Neve Campbell not being brought back for Scream 6. It's just very, very unfortunate for all of us, right? And I kind of want to talk about some of the different rumors that are out. Most of it is, just rumors at this time. And I've heard that they have delayed filming on Scream 6. We don't know why. We can assume why. Maybe all the backlash from all the fans with Neve Campbell not coming back. So maybe they're trying to renegotiate. Hope that's the case. Hope she does come back, or maybe she doesn't want to come back. Maybe she just made an offer that they decided not to take. But there are rumors about that her role was not very significant in Scream 6. Like there was supposed to be like just a cameo of her at the end, building up to Scream 7, and maybe, and then she was offered like $2 million for like 4 days of filming. 4 days of filming kind of seems like a little bit more than just a cameo, maybe a little bit, more lengthy than just one cameo. We're probably talking about a couple scenes, 3 scenes, maybe a scene, who knows? Oh, Nanette, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're hurting. That's not good. I'm sorry that that's not normal. I feel you. I've been in pain lately too, but hope you get to feeling better. I really do. I appreciate you stopping by. I don't expect a whole lot of people stopping in. Not going to be going live very long, but I do want to talk about this. It's like, live streams is good to vent, right? It's good to talk to your friends and the community of Scream, and just kind of, air it all out. That's the best way. Don't bottle it all in. So I don't want to go on too much of a rant, but I am going to a little bit. Paramount is being, pretty greedy. I mean, thinking about all the returns that this film has made, especially for Scream 5, it overperformed in what they expected. And Nev Campbell, her payday isn't even as significant as Courtney Cox's. So I can see Nev Campbell's frustrations with this. What's up, Brian? What's up, Kyle? What's up, man? How you doing this morning? Are you still stewing on this whole Nev Campbell not returning? I know I am. Definitely am. I Oh, I'm so sorry, Nanette. I'm so sorry. I will definitely be keeping you in my thoughts and prayers, and I know that can't be fun. I've had some family members that's had arthritis. I'm so sorry to hear that. Um, I hope you get to feeling better. I know that that's got to be a struggle, and you know, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. If I could make your morning any better, that's a win for me because that's all I care about is positivity, and we all need that in our lives. Life is a struggle. You know, everyone's going through their stuff, and it's more of a struggle for some, and we should be here to support each other and lift each other up, and that's what's great about this community. We all got each other's back. So if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. Um, Kyle, yes, I believe the stew train is still rolling. I'm just trying to figure out the movie without Nev now. I was hoping for that cameo at the end. Yeah, yeah. But have you seen Jamie Kennedy from what he has said on his video yesterday? He didn't. There's certain things he could not talk about, but this isn't new news for him or people that are behind the scenes. So this has been they've been knowing this for a minute. They just haven't. This is just new news to us. So um, uh, apparently, from what Jamie Kennedy has said, is that her role was pretty significant. It was more than just a cameo. So that's what I took away from the video. I have another video coming out later on here in just a little bit that goes into more details about it. But yeah, check his channel out. Check that video out if you haven't already. And he's not happy either about this whole situation. He's talking about how dirty the industry is and everything. So um, I really think that Nev Campbell's she's actually starting to be more active into acting. She took some time off from acting, and she's coming back. She's got that Lincoln Lawyer uh, show on Netflix, which I've watched like 3 or 4 episodes of, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good, and she does really good in it. I mean, she's a classy lady. She wants to be compensated for what she brings to the table to Scream, and I do not blame her whatsoever. Whether that be a cameo, whether that be more of a significant role, but I don't really know what her price tag is for what she's wanting for the film, or maybe she made her price tag so huge to where they had to turn it down because maybe she's just wanting to go on to other stuff other than Scream. But I think everyone has a price, and they should meet it. Because they're going to see that this is either going to break the film, or I don't see how it can make the film, but I can see it definitely being detrimental to the actual overall film. Because when we start getting marketing for this movie, we're not going to see Sidney Prescott in any of the trailers. And now that we've lost Dewey as well, I think that this is going to hurt it overall because we're already hurting from the absence of Dewey now. I mean, it feels like the heart and soul with Dewey and Sydney not coming back. I mean, yeah, we're getting Kirby back. Yeah, we're getting Courtney Cox back from what Jenna Ortega has said. But the heart and soul was always like Sydney and Dewey. And, Dewey brought that charm. And I just feel like that the heart is going to be missing out of Scream 6. With both of them not being in it. It's just really, really unfortunate. Um, Kyle, you even say, even without Nev, I'm still crossing my fingers on the cold of Scream 6, Stu followers being the killers, and then Stu returning in full. I am too. I am too. I think we need Matthew Lillard back more than ever now. I really do. I think that we need, they say it's going to be very big fan service, but you know what? The fans need to be serviced at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I really think, Kirby is part of that whole as well, because we've always been wanting Kirby to be back. But I think that if they already knew about Nev Campbell not returning, then they should have waited to drop that bit of news of Kirby returning, after Nev Campbell, they dropped that bomb on us that Nev Campbell's not coming back, just to heal our wounds a little bit, because we would have been like down, and then we'd be like, oh, well, now I'm interested again. But we already know about Kirby, so then now it's just like we're at a drop. So they need something to bring us back up. We do hear that this is going to be the most brutal Ghostface yet, so I am looking forward to that. But we also got told that Ghostface was going to be wielding more than just the knife in Scream 5, and we didn't really get that except for that flamethrower, and that wasn't even a part of Scream. That was stab footage. So take everything with a grain of salt at this point. You never know what can change. We don't know how many scripts there were just to throw us off. It's just a bittersweet week, because we were supposed to start filming on Scream 6, and that's being delayed right now for whatever reason. I know a lot of people are speculating that it's because they're trying to renegotiate with Nev Campbell, but that might not even be the reason. It might be a completely, totally different reason. But they're going to have to bring something. They're going to have to make us love this movie if they're not going to bring Nev Campbell back. With Nev not being in it, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Nanette, I've seen Jamie's video, and I already know how dirty Hollywood is, and I've known it for a long time. Yeah, they're full of shit, aren't they? They really are. They just they're not even like real liberal like they claim to be. They just play it for audiences. Like they're like fake. They're just fake on a lot of their fronts. So yeah, it's all about money. It's all about money. All that matters is the cash. I hope that the Ross Lynch rumor is in fact true. If he's in the movie, he's definitely the killer. I can see him being Stu Follower. He would kill it. Okay. Ross Lynch. Who is Ross Lynch? Remind me of who that is. I don't know if I've seen him in anything. If I have, I'm not familiar with the name. Nanette, I want to be honest. I don't like Scream 4 and 5, and I don't think 6 is going to be good. Not to me anyway. If Nev was in it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Because I'm not a big fan of 4. I do like 5 over 4. It does have its flaws, but I do feel like it's an easier watch than 4. There's just too many things in Scream 4 that kind of took me out. I felt like it was borderline scary movie parody with the opening of that movie, with the fuck Bruce Willis moment with Anthony Anderson. The way the cops acted, it was just kind of like those goofy cops, stereotypical goofy cops you see in horror movies that get killed. And then the overall, just like the title card and the music, and then the look of the movie looked like a CW show. It just didn't do it for me. It just didn't do it for me. It didn't feel right to me. It felt very televisionist, even though it did have some, is that a word, televisionist? It felt like a made for TV movie, in my opinion. It did have some good ideas. There was that really good scene with Olivia's death, but that can't, it has to have better than 1 or 2 scenes. You know what I'm saying? To make a really good Scream movie. The whole movie has to be overall good. Scream 6, I'm hoping for the best, but we don't know what we're getting here. We absolutely don't know what we're getting in here. It's definitely a risk. Radio Silence said that they're going to take risks, and they're proving it before they even go into production, before they even start filming. I mean, so yeah. But 4, yeah. I don't know how you rank your movie, how you rank the Scream franchise, but it was always in the exact same order. Like always like 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then when 5 came out, I did like it overall because I just liked the whole Red Right Hand. I liked Dewey's character in it. I liked everybody's character in it pretty much. There wasn't enough chase scenes or even a chase scene that was missing from the movie. But it was very predictable. Even before the movie came out, I knew who the killers were. And I do not like that. I think they showed too much. They marketed the hell out of the movie, which helped them in the box office. They got their money. So let's just have a better motive and a better script for Scream 6. But I did like Scream 5 overall. I did. I had it. Initially, I had it Scream 1, Scream 5, Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 4. But now I think Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 5, then Scream 3, then Scream 4. Scream 4 is still my last. I just don't. Scream 4 just did not do it for me. It just, even though that there was that cool reveal of Jill, it just didn't. It was just too many little one-liners. And honestly, I think what also took me out of Scream 4 was that Roger L. Jackson just sounded off. He just did not sound menacing to me, no matter how many times he delivered his lines. I don't know if it was post-production, just like the way that they tweaked his voice or what, but I felt like in some cases he overdid it and it just wasn't menacing. It just sounded kind of cheesy. It just didn't work. But I felt like his voice was on point in Scream 5 for sure. That's one positive I could say about Scream 5. Oh yeah, I agree. Kyle says, oh yeah, I agree. 4 was my least favorite. Feels so different compared to the others. I do believe 5 was a little better. My order is 1, 2, 3, 5, and 4. Okay, yeah, that's well, we're close. I honestly, the more I watch 3, the more I appreciate it more. And I don't know if you remember when Scream 3 came out. I saw it in theaters. Okay, so I remember a lot of people not liking most of the comedy. But then a lot of people started liking Scream 4, and I'm like, did you not watch Scream 3? I feel like there's more comedic stuff in Scream 4 than in Scream 3. So that always bugged me. Like who, like, I don't know. I guess I don't know. Maybe it was just a different audience. Maybe it was a younger audience that just liked Scream 4 better. I don't know. My Friend Dahmer. Okay, he's on My Friend Dahmer. I have to check that out. I haven't seen that. Okay, Yarbus, yeah. Adventures of Sabrina. Okay. What is Chilling Adventures of Sabrina? Is that Netflix show? I still can't believe 4 was a Wes Craven film. Didn't remind me of any of his films. Very odd. Yes, it does feel like a CW show. Good point. Yeah, Kyle, I completely agree. I was thinking Wes Craven made this movie. Like I was like, even like it just didn't feel. I mean, there was just something. There was that what I may also, what could have made the film lacking was that Patrick Lussier. I don't think he was editor on that movie. He did the first 3 movies, so maybe that's what was lacking from it. But I felt like they were trying to be too edgy with Scream 4. They were trying to be, and I just didn't feel anything from the new cast either. I was just kind of like, these are, besides Hayden Panettiere, Kirby was like the best part. So I'm glad she's coming back. But yeah, it's just it's crazy. It just felt like a CW show. It did not feel like a Wes Craven movie. But yeah, I always thought that, like, with Kevin Williamson writing and stuff like that, I always said that Kevin Williamson needs to write one and Robert Rodriguez direct it, because they killed it on The Faculty. The way the cast was together, the way they interacted, how it blended some comedy and horror and some cool action scenes all together really well. I just felt like that cast really worked. And if we got a cast like that, which I know that they're all older now, but if we got a good cast that had that kind of chemistry in a Scream movie, that would be great. I mean, like Scream 1. You can't get any better. So we do have the same order. Yep, pretty much. My order, Annette says my order of Scream is 1, 3, 2, 5, and 4. Wow, you have 3 as their second favorite. Wow, that's that's cool. That's cool that we all have like a little bit different. I mean, we can all agree that there is no horrible, there's no uh, god awful Scream film. They all have their ups and downs. They all have their special moments, and they're all good in some way, shape, or form. We can all agree with that, right? Kyle says, "Yeah, yes, Roger. It sounded odd. I honestly don't like Jill. One of the worst killers in my opinion." Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, we agree. Like it was cool that Jill was the reveal, but these killers were way too small to take out some cops. And compared to who was behind the mask, if you see that scene, even with like Charlie like grabbing Sydney at the end of Scream 4, like whenever it's revealed that it's Charlie and he snatches Sydney and he's like holding a knife to her, he's like struggling. Do you notice that he's like reaching up and he's like struggling? And Nev Campbell's not a tall lady, she's average height, but for Charlie, like I just couldn't buy it. Like, okay, this is supposed to be one of the most brutal ghost faces in the franchise, and these small kids did this. Like I just didn't buy it. It felt like child's play to me. It really did. Not trying to bag on it too much, but I have some friends that really hold Scream 4 as their second film, or one of their favorites, and I'm just not one of them. I don't know. I don't like that Randy died in Scream 2. Yeah, who does? Like nobody does. Like, I mean, come on. I mean, if you really think about that chemistry, there's a lot of missed opportunity there. The chemistry between Jamie Kennedy and David Arquette at that ice cream store, like where they're like, you know, sizing each other up a little bit and they're trying to figure out who the killer is. And they're both like, all right, well, if I'm a suspect, you're a suspect. Like, let's get more of that. Let's get, if we could have seen them team up similar to the way Gail does with what's her name in Scream 3, where Parker Posey, how they were like trying to figure stuff out. If we would have got more of David Arquette and Randy teaming up and trying to figure this out, man, we would have had some really cool, genuine comedy, not forced comedy. It would have been just like they're just chemistry, just would have worked. It would have been awesome. What's up, Extron? What's up, Extron Gaming? What you doing this morning? Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. Just talking a little bit about all this Nev Campbell news that's out, and yeah, just kind of venting a little bit. This is just airing it out a little bit. So feel free. Let me know what you're thinking about the whole absence of Nev Campbell. And I do want to put out there that this isn't Radio Silence's fault. This isn't Radio Silence. They don't write the checks. They don't make these overall decisions. They can put some input in, but they're not writing the check. Paramount is the one that is, biting the hand that feeds them pretty much. Well, we're really the ones that feed them. So yeah, they're biting the hand that feeds them. Like we can choose not to go see this movie. I mean, we all want to see it, but they better do a little bit of fan service after this bomb, right? They should have released Kirby's news coming back after they dropped the bomb on us about Sydney not returning, and then they throw Kirby in there like, oh, she's returning. That would have healed our wounds just a little bit, not completely, but it would have brought us out of this dip. We're in a dip right now, and the release of the news just was all over the place. So we need something to bring us back up. Stu would definitely do it, and if depending on the returns of Scream 6, we may or may not get Nev Campbell back for the 7th film. They might meet her demands. They should. Paramount should meet Nev Campbell's demands. They're going to see if this movie, if it lacks in quality or if it hurts the film financially. We'll see. Kyle says Scream 3 had a different comedy than 4. 4 was more like scary movie, like you said. Scream 3 was Scooby-Doo-ish, and it worked. Yes, Kyle, we are on the same page, brother. I'm telling you. That little Scooby-Doo-ish aspect, yeah, that was cool. I didn't mind that because it wasn't like everything, but it did, have it worked in a Scream movie. You know, it was okay, and we were in Hollywood, so we knew what we were going to get. We were kind of expecting it. It didn't fall too much into that parody stuff. You know, when you start doing an opening within an opening within an opening, you're already setting the tone for the rest of the movie. And then and whenever we did get the actual opening kill, when we're like, oh, we're actually in the opening kill, I still didn't feel it. I was like, okay, um, this has to be a movie as well, right? This has to be a stab sequel as well, right? Because this doesn't even like her delivery. Like I have a 3 point whatever GPA asshole, blah 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 blah, and it just like, come on, CW, two CW here, and then like the stabbing in the forehead was cool, but it should have ended there. Like maybe, you know, but him getting out and swinging and then making the comment "fuck Bruce Willis," I was just like, come on. And then Adam Brody dying by one stab and just falling over. Who's to say he ain't still alive? I mean, like Dewey went through a lot worse and survived. So that would be kind of cool if Adam Brody actually survived the events of Scream 4. That would be kind of cool. But he's not really a significant character in the franchise, so I don't think anyone's really asking for him back. Yes, it is a Netflix show. You're talking about the Sabrina show? I thought I seen that advertised. I need to check it out. Scream 4, but Bruce Willis. Yeah, I know, right? Come on, come on. It just didn't even seem like Kevin Williamson was writing this movie. You know, like, oh, just it just fell flat for me. I just remember walking out of that movie just disappointed. Like I wanted to like it. I wanted to. And it had moments of great ideas. It had moments of good scenes. Olivia's death was cool. The way that it even played out was cool. But like even like the whole ghost aspect, like he must have disappeared. He's like a ghost, you know. I'm just like, come on, like they walk into the house and he's no longer on the ground. He's obviously ran out the back door and they're just moseying along, walking. One should have been that scene should have dragged on a little bit more, and like them running out the back door and then the other one running out the front door and meeting around the back way and they run into each other. Act like real cops. Quit being these goofy clown shoes cops from Halloween 5, damn it. Just really bugs me. Just really take it seriously. That's it. Take Scream seriously. At the end of the day, it does have some comedy, it has some meta stuff in it, but it's also dark. You can't lose that dark. I always love Scream 3, but I like comedy in my horror movies. Yeah, I do too. It's a fine line. The comedy has to be organic. It can't be forced. You know, it can't be. I don't want to like. It has to have like some real comedy in it that's like natural. It can't just be forced lines, in my opinion, waiting for a punchline. You know what I'm saying? Like some of that's okay, but I felt like Scream 4 had too many one-liners that I just did not care for. I really liked Mickey and played a psycho killer really good. Yeah, he did. Man, Timothy Oliphant, great. Fantastic. He was, even though that it was pretty obvious that, you know, where is he at? I kind of had a feeling he was the killer. Mrs. Loomis was a surprise to me. But Mickey, yes, he's great. And he's great in everything that he does. I'm a big fan of Timothy Olyphant's. Have you ever seen Dreamcatcher? It's like a Stephen King. It's based off a Stephen King novel. It's got Thomas Jane. Who else is in that movie? It's really good. It's really good, and he's in it, and I like it. I like that movie a lot. It does have its flaws on the second half, but check it out if you're a Mickey Oliphant fan. Yes, they're good, and I'll watch them again. Yep. Scream 1 was a good mix of horror and comedy. Scream 2 was as well. Then in Scream 3, it got more comedic. And Scream 4 was more brutal, but it definitely was pretty comedic at times. Yeah, it had its brutal moments. Like I said, it had some great brutal moments, but it just wasn't. Roger L. Jackson felt off. The color toning of the movie felt off. The vibe felt off. I don't feel like the cast was as good as it could have been. Besides Kirby, I felt like Hayden brought her A game, but everybody else was just expendable. Just didn't care for him. Didn't care even for Jill, even if she was going to be our new final girl. I was just like, we got to watch this young lady take over Sydney's spot. So I'm glad they went that other route to where she's like trying to become Sydney, and she wants her fame. She's kind of jealous and envy of Sydney, but just still, there should have been maybe, like Charlie was pretty predictable to me as the killer in that movie. I knew that he was probably, when I saw a Culkin in this movie, if you ever seen the movie The Good Son, I was like, oh, that might make him one of the killers, and they did. They were just too small. We needed somebody with a little bit more bruteness. Like I would have liked it if like Adam Brody was like one of the killers. I would have bought that. Like he was playing a dumb cop, kind of like Dewey, but like he actually becomes one of the killers. Like that would have been cool. I would have bought that over Charlie and Jill. Let's see here. Good morning, Valerie. How you doing this morning? Welcome to the stream. We're just doing a little venting this morning on the whole, still stewing on the whole Nev Campbell absence. It's just quite unfortunate. And I said earlier, I don't know if you were in the chat or not, but like if you haven't seen Jamie Kennedy's video that he put out yesterday, go check it out. I got another video coming out later, and it's gonna explain more there. But I also wanted to do a live stream. I'm kind of just like testing out live streams for the morning. I normally do them at night or on the weekends, but I might do some mornings. Let me know if you like this. What's a better time slot for y'all, or does it even matter? I just want to do some more live streams since I got some free time on my hand. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Valerie. Glad you're here. Extron, the stab opening felt like a parody, so I then felt like the real Scream 4 opening felt like a parody as well. Yeah, it just didn't. It didn't have that that transition. Like it still felt like a stab opening. We should have had like that brutal. I don't know. Have you seen the deleted scene for the opening of Scream 4 or the extended scene to where what they were going to go with like Ghostface just standing over, what was it, Olivia? No, not Olivia. What was her name? Marnie? Was it Marnie at the beginning? And then he just starts going ham on her, like stabbing her on the couch. I wish they would have went with that opening. Like that was different. That kind of felt like like the strangers, kind of just standing there, and she's not even knowing she's behind her, and it's kind of a shock to the audience and to Marnie that like, oh my God. And then, just going at it like that was pretty cool. And then they had a deleted scene of like them being like hung or something, and it's saying, what's your favorite scary movie? And like I saw like images of them that just would have made it more darker and more serious. And I just something was off with Scream 4 in my opinion. That's why it did so bad in the box office, and they never came out with Scream 5 and 6. Wes, reason for that, over a decade gap. Yeah. And then Wes was going through some illnesses. Rest in peace, Wes. He was the GOAT. He was going through some stuff. They were wanting to make 5 and 6, and 4 kind of underperformed, and they really didn't do much marketing for it either. That's what kind of hurt it, and that's what helped Scream 5 was all the marketing, overkill on marketing. But with Scream 4, there's a lot of just negatives with the movie. It was really surprising to me that Wes Craven directed it and Kevin Williamson wrote it. That just really surprises me. It just didn't work for me. But yeah, I'm glad they didn't go that route. I didn't really like that route anyways, as far as like Jill was going to be surviving and they're going to think all this kind of stuff. Like I'm glad they didn't go that route. Give me a traditional Scream movie. Let's spice it up a bit, but let's have a better motive. I'm honestly kind of glad that Scream 4 was not successful. I'm glad we got a Scream 5 after 4, and it went a little bit more traditional. Randy was pretty much always right on his guess on the killer. I know. I actually made a video. If you haven't seen it, it's called "What Would Randy Do?" Made it before Scream 5 came out, and kind of breaking down the suspect list. And I really feel like Randy was always on point. He was always the one that was ahead of the game. He said, Billy, you're telling me that's not a killer. And then he said, Mickey, the freaky Tarantino film student. But if he's a suspect, so am I. He always at least pinpointed one of the killers. So just having that, he should have survived. He should have survived. Jamie Kennedy said that, he would love to come back. He was kind of killed off screen, but I think it's too late for that. I do like his presence overall. Let's keep showing respect to the character. But if they were going to bring him back, I feel like it's too late in the game. But they could make it work somehow. I don't know. They brought Skeet Ulrich back, so we'll see. But yeah, Randy was a very big missed opportunity for the entire franchise. Scream 4 was the only Scream where both killers are small and scrawny. Yeah, I know. At least it just seems like, come on, these two are doing it all. Like, if there's a third one, like, we need somebody that's the muscle here, and neither one of them were that, in my opinion. No offense. I'm not that huge of a guy either, but I'm not saying that you can't do some damage. But we're expecting somebody more brutal, right? And it wasn't there. It wasn't there for me. Just, there's so many things that just did not work for Scream 4, in my opinion. Definitely mornings. I'm always at work at this time. Can never make late ones. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'll start doing some more morning ones. I'll sprinkle them in throughout my week, and maybe I can do both. Maybe some mornings. Maybe we can start the day with Destination Station. We can end the day with Destination Station. I'll try to do more than I have been usually. Yeah. What's up, Carrie? My bro from my sister from another mister. Yeah, glad you're here. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Well, I guess I don't know where you're at this time, but it's lunchtime actually where I'm at. It's 11:47. You're okay doing mornings or at night? Okay, that's good to know, Nanette. So I'll start sprinkling in some morning ones, because I do have some free time in the mornings, and instead of twiddling my thumbs, I could spend some time with y'all, have my morning coffee and talk Scream with y'all. Yeah. So yeah, glad y'all are here. Carrie, have you seen the Jamie Kennedy's video that was put out yesterday of what he's talking about how how dirty the business is and everything? It's really cool. It was really informative. You can tell he supports Nev Campbell a lot. He thinks really highly of her. I would let the geek get the girl. But he just, they do all these conventions together and everything. So I don't know, like, they could have known this back at Texas Frightmare. I met the cast back then. I got some photo ops with them, met them. Jamie Kennedy's supposed to be on my channel soon. I know he's real busy right now, so we're trying to schedule something here in the near future. So be looking out for that as well. But they might have known that before then. It sounds like they did. Like, this is just new news to us. Let's see, where was I on the chat? Where was I? Kyle, that alternate opening was way better. I just saw it for the first time this year, and I was very surprised. Mad they didn't keep it. I know it's like they cut out a lot of stuff. Even with Scream 5, they cut out some stuff with like Dewey and Judy that I felt like they should have kept. There was just that we need that connection. And also that scene in Scream 5 where they're at the bar near the beginning with Vince. Dewey's actually in that scene. They just cut him out, and it's crazy how they cut him out. And I just feel like that would have made the movie so much better. I mean, I understand they wanted to wait like 30 minutes in or whatever to just kind of like have this big opening with Dewey, but like, more Dewey the better. Don't cut Dewey out, especially if he's not in it long enough. Yeah, they tend to do that. They tend to cut out some of the best stuff. I agree. I like the alternate opening better. Yes, I do too. I just thought it had that whole like if you ever seen the movie The Strangers, like it's just like Ghostface standing there and then looking down at her, and he just starts going ham on her. Like I just thought, like, whoa, that's intense. Like this is serious. Like it was so much better. Um, Kyle says, and three, he said the past is not at rest. It will come back and destroy you or whatever. Killer was Sid's half brother. Yeah, yeah. The past isn't in the past. I remember the whole spiel. Yeah, um, we need more of a connection. We need more of a connection to the original trilogy. Stu would be a great addition to that. We talk about it, overly on my channel, on Craven's channel, on everybody's channel. It just was. Right now is the time to do some fan service with Nev Campbell not coming back. It's time to give fans a little bit of love. So, and they're doing it with Kirby. They just should have dropped the Kirby news after they dropped this bomb about Nev. And really, I think that was a secret because Monster Palooza over the weekend, a lot of people got reports that she's not going to be in 6, so they had no choice but to address it, and more outlets started just talking about it. So I don't even think that we are supposed to know that at this point in the game. I think that they were just forced to bring it to light. So yeah. And also with Scream 3, let's say this, with Scream 3, like I really want there to be like more of a connection there. Like with Roman, yeah, I can buy the whole brother aspect, but it took me back. I feel like Roman wasn't in the movie enough, and he was always wearing glasses. So when he wasn't wearing glasses, I was kind of like, wait, I had to take a double take. Like, who is this again? All right, where's the second killer? All right, where's the accomplice here? And I know the Weinsteins did not, changed it, and it was Wes's vision to have 2 killers and not 1. So maybe they can make up for that. Maybe, a flashback scene would be very beneficial to the Scream films if they could do a flashback and show like Roman and Scream 1 or something like, like even if like at the end when the killers are revealed, they could actually show them setting it up, show them like how they're going to do this, orchestrate the whole kill, that would be kind of cool. I just feel like that would work in a Scream movie. Scream 3, he guessed the killer right as well. Well, not exactly, but he basically said it goes back to the past, and he was right. Yeah, he is. He's exactly right. He's always on point. Like I said, like in Scream, he said Billy Loomis. In Scream 2, he says Mickey, the freaky Tarantino's film student. He's always ahead of everybody else because he knew the rules. He was us. He was us investigating. You needed to keep Randy in this. It made the movie work. And now we don't have Dewey, and now we don't have Sydney. The heart and soul is being ripped out of this movie with every entry. It's nuts to me. Some of the choices that they make, I'm just like, you're shooting yourself in the foot, guys. Like, I know that now that they are wishing that they kept Dewey. If they knew that they weren't going to get Neb back, at least we could have got Dewey and Gail back. Which Jenna Ortega has already said that Courtney Cox is coming back. So it just isn't completely confirmed yet, but it sounds like she's coming back. And I expect them to really drop some news soon that's going to make fans happier. And more cast from the past would make this a lot better. Like if we got Patrick Dempsey back as Mark Kincaid, with Neb not being here, but he comes back and says, I'm not going to let my wife go through this. I'm going to find out who this is. And he kind of takes initiative. If we get Joel, the cameraman, back from Scream 2, that would be awesome. We need more of past characters that survived to come back to fill this void. All this news has left me with a sour taste in my mouth. The fact that they did our Queen Sid so wrong, it has left me very neutral in Scream 6. I know, Carrie, I'm with you, sister. It's just a bittersweet week. I mean, a lot of rumors are out there that Sid was just supposed to, or Nev was supposed to just have a cameo in Scream 6. But from what Jamie Kennedy says, it sounds like her role was a little bit more significant than that. And Paramount just wants to be some bastards and not pay her what she deserves. I mean, honestly, besides Ghostface, besides the actual costume and Roger L. Jackson's voice, Nev is almost the face of Scream. It really is. Nev, Dewey, and Gale, you know, but mainly Nev. It's always that's what got our asses in the seat, is us seeing Nev Campbell coming back to the Stu Macher house. When you saw that in the marketing of Scream 5, you're like, sold. I'm there. I know I was, you know. So how are they going to market this without Nev Campbell? It's gonna, depending on the return of Scream 5. I mean, depending on the return of Scream 6, is going to determine if they meet Nev's demands for Scream 7. Bring her back. You know, if she is going to be absent, I don't want her to be absent if there is going to be a 7th one. I don't want her to be absent in the next 2 movies. I want her. I always say that, like, if Stu Macher is back, right? And Stu wants Sam, and because it's an offspring of Billy, and he wants her to be a part of the cult or part of his following. And you know, and Sam is struggling with the dark side, if you want to call it that, you know, with killing, and we see her dabble into it and come back and forth, but she decides to stay good, to protect her sister, to be, you know, to fight her demons, and she fights off Stu. She's, you know, they're going at it, they're brutally going out. I still want Sydney to have that final blow, like walking, you know, Stu's laying there stabbed to death and might not even have any life in him, but Sydney goes over there with a gun and just shoots Stu in the head, and it's like, just in case, just like she did with Mrs. Loomis, you know, like you know, she needs to have that final blow. She really does. Randy also said that, and for some of you, I'll see you soon because the rules say some of you ain't gonna make it, and he was right because Dewey died. Yeah, he is. That's the thing. It's kill your darlings. That's what Kevin Williamson has always said is like, that's the point. Like, look at The Walking Dead, how they do their characters. You grow so attached to them, and then some of your favorite characters die. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But you know, that's also can break the film, not having it. Not having the presence of your favorite characters. Oh wow. Okay, so you're an hour ahead of me. I didn't watch it yet, but Jamie tells it like it is. He does not cut corners. He speaks facts. I'm with Jamie. Me too. I'm with Jamie as well. Jamie Kennedy. He lets him know how he feels. He doesn't sugarcoat it, and that's why I respect Jamie Kennedy. All right, so y'all are ahead of me. You got Jamie for a stream? Yeah, very soon. He's agreed to it. We just don't have it scheduled yet. So yeah, I met him back at Texas Frightmare. He's on the opening of a lot of my videos now. He supports my channel. We talked for a while and got some stuff signed by him, and yeah, he's really cool. He's very supportive. He's not one of these guys. It's like talking to your best friend almost. Like he loves it. He loves these conventions and everything. So, yeah, Jamie's going to be on the show here soon. So it'll be, stay tuned. Destiny, you got Jamie? That would be amazing. Yeah, Carrie. Yeah, I thought I already told you. Maybe not. Maybe I told Craven or somebody. Yeah, Jamie's going to be on my show here soon. Just got to get the schedule and stuff set up. Will that be a live stream? Yes, it will be a live stream, Kyle. It's going to be a live stream. So yeah, I have The Strangers on DVD and I like it. Yeah, The Strangers does suspense perfectly. Like, it just gives you just that eerie, you know, it's not always got to be about brutal kills, but just that feeling of just like a killer standing behind you or in the shadows or in a doorway, kind of like 1978's Halloween, where Michael hasn't even, you know, rises up and he's just in that doorway and he just slowly comes to frame. That kind of stuff is just gets under your skin because you just don't, the characters don't know the the danger that they're in. You know, it's just like it's a moment of dread, and the Strangers filmed that perfectly. I know a lot of YouTubers look down on fan service, but I say embrace it. We need the nostalgia. We do need it, and Scream is the perfect property to do fan service because uh, that's what we need, especially at a time like this with the absence of Nev Campbell. Um, and you know, look at Marvel. They do fan service all the time, and it keeps putting asses in the seats. So you know, we're fans. Service us. You know, uh, you can do it in a way to where it's not too predictable and going overboard with it. You know, because like us hardcore fans expect certain things, just like hardcore fans of the comics expect certain things. It might be fan servicey to them, but regular moviegoers that didn't read the comics and all that kind of stuff, all these kinds of things are shockers to them, and they're even surprised, and they love the story and they love the direction. So you know, you're gonna please both audiences, in my opinion, both sides of the audiences. I know they can do the Stu Cole for 6 without Nev just fine. Just scared about 7 and how to reintroduce Sid because I want Stu's return to be powerful with a great motive. Me too, Kyle. I mean, we're right on the same page here. Like, um, bring it back. I don't know if I want this whole, you know, I do want like a Stu cult thing, but I don't know. Like some people have talked about like killings all around America or all around the world, or I don't know about it being that big. Um, but I do want a cult aspect of it, like he's the mastermind and he's the one that's gotten he's the one that got Richie and Amber to do what they did. Maybe he could be related to Amber in some way. Maybe the house stayed in the family. Maybe, you know, Stu could be her uncle. Maybe Stu has changed his name and has been hiding out. You know, a lot of people say, you know, this technical stuff about like, you know, how could he survive and it not be in the media and not in the book and all that kind of stuff. There's ways around that. There's ways around that. And a lot of, not everything has to be answered. And not in a hour and a half, 2 hour movie, you can't answer it all. So, you know, leave some questions and they can answer it in the next one, you know, if they make a next one. um, love The Strangers, such a great movie with the intensity that keeps you on the edge. I know that edge feeling, you know, that's what I'm talking about there. Like it's just it's a moment of dread that really gets under your skin, and I love that. Like, what was that movie Hush on Netflix? Really good. It had moments of dread. Really good final girl. Really good story. I think they revealed the kill, even though it wasn't like a who done it, but they revealed the killer's face too soon. Kind of took the mystery and suspense out of it, you know, a little bit, just because we saw his face and you know, keep the mask on and keep it that way. Yeah. Um, logically, Randy should not have died like he did in Scream 2. It was cheap. It even the way it was written with like the guys walking by with the boombox. How convenient. A little bit of convenient, right? And very convenient how Ghostface, how Randy just gets closer to that van. Like, how did Ghostface know that Randy was going to get right close to the van, and how did they know that a boombox was going to come by and you know, drown out the noise? Yeah, yeah. It's just, I don't know. I wish Randy was in Scream 3. I felt Scream 3 lacked without Randy's presence. I definitely felt the presence was not there. Yes, I did too. It definitely was. And and now we're going to have to live without the presence of Dewey Riley and Sidney Prescott. And it's just, I hope Kirby's comes back. I hope she still feels like Kirby. Who knows how they write her character now, because now who knows if she's going to be this very witty, you know, movie oriented person that knows all this knowledge and still has that same energy and that same charisma. Because of everything she went through, she might be a totally different type of feel of a character, and that might be detrimental to the movie as well, because we expect Kirby to be a certain way. We expect her to be one of us, and so yeah, I just hope she feels like Kirby. That's what I'm trying to say here. So we need something that's gonna make up for what we're we're missing now. I love The Strangers movie that actually scared. Yeah, it did. They did Nev so wrong with this one. What's up, Conrad? Welcome. I'm not going to be on the stream too much longer. I'm actually about to wrap it up. I got some stuff to do. I told myself I was just going to do it for about an hour. So yeah, about 5 more minutes, and I'm probably going to call it, just letting y'all know. So yeah, I'm glad y'all are here though. I'm glad y'all are here. I will start doing more morning streams if that's what y'all want. So I got a little bit of time in the mornings. So maybe we can start the day with Destination Station. We can end the day with Destination Station. So yeah. So if this works for y'all, I want to please everybody. You know, some people, work during the day. Some people work late at night. You know, we all got different schedules here. So yeah, Kyle, I get this vision of Joel working with Gail at the studio, and Gail lets Joel know about the killings, and he was like, "Oh, not this shit again." He can bring comedy into 6 as well. Yeah, he could. He could be that. He could be that comedy relief again. But I do think that if Joel comes back, if someone was to die in Scream 6, I think Joel would be the perfect choice, just because he left in 2, and now it would be like a gut punch if they really took him out in 6, because you could have a moment to where Gail talks him into accompanying with her on the trip. She can't do it alone. She needs a cameraman, something like that. No one else would do it, so she kind of guilt trips Joel into going, but it also gets Joel killed. You know, if they are gonna kill somebody off, which they probably will. I don't know if they're gonna be to the point to where they're gonna kill Courtney off now that we don't have Nev or Dewey back. Man, that would be a double punch, wouldn't it? I really feel like Gail has overstayed her welcome, but now it's like we need her a little bit more now than we ever did. But yeah, Joe would be a great addition. Even if he's just working with her on the morning show, and then something happens on the set, really cool, really cool. She deserves to get paid. She's owed. Nev is the face of screen. Yes, she does. Paramount is being some baby back bullshit bastards. And I hope they're watching this. I hope they see this one day, because they need, as much as you want to respect Wes and this property, respect Nev Campbell as well. I mean, Courtney Cox makes more off these movies than actually Nev Campbell. So that's what's awful about it, is that Nev Campbell feels like she deserves this. And I really do think she does, because they're going to market the movie around her presence. So pay her what she wants. You're making money off of her. Pay her. Jamie did say don't take his word for it, though, especially since he's not involved in Scream at all. Yeah, he did say that. That's true. But he has a little bit more insight than we do. He just can't say too much, Maybe Nev told him not to. Destin, there's one problem with Patrick Dempsey. If they got him back, that would mean they paid him a substantial amount of money, and it'd look bad that they paid him but not Nev. It would look bad. Yeah, it would. It definitely would. How significant his role would be also, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they could play it in. What would you buy it if Patrick Dempsey, if Mark Kincaid was the opening kill? Like if they just alluded to Nev being there, but they don't ever show her. Like maybe he's on the phone with her and he's just like, all right, goodbye, honey, whatever. And then he ends up getting killed. And that be a reason why Nev doesn't come back, because how close to home that murder was. And maybe we can get Nev back. I mean, like Cotton Weary, like we were just growing to love him, and he got killed in the opening scene. Maybe they could pay for him just to come back just to get killed, which would be like a disservice as well, because I do want his character to breathe a little bit more. I've heard that Sydney was in a lot of the new Scream 6 script, and it was delayed because they have to revise it and change it. Yeah, I've heard different rumors. I heard that she was supposed to just have a cameo at the end, but then I've also heard that she is in a significant part of the whole entire film. So maybe they had 2 scripts, maybe they didn't. We don't know. Maybe they are going to have to revise it now. But you would think that they would already have delayed filming. It seems like this was last minute delaying. And I don't think Nev Campbell's absence is news to them. I think that's just news to us. I think that they've known this for a good minute. I was complaining with somebody about how bad a lot of the movies are here lately to my friend, and he told me that I should watch The Strangers a couple years ago. Yes, very good. I even like Strangers Pray at Night. I thought that was even though it's not as good as the first film, it still has some really good scenes in it, some really good enjoyable moments. I can see Patrick accepting way less than Nev, since Nev is more screen than Patrick. He could play a good role. He could. I don't know how long he could be, how much screen time you could get him in the movie, but I mean, everybody has a price, and they made bank off of Scream 5, so they know to come back. They know that they got to renegotiate their terms. So I don't blame them. And he was right moving into that. Yeah, it was. Carrie, I heard that already had a script. Oh, the chat just jumped. Where was I? Let's see here. I'm with Jamie with this one too. He's very straightforward, so I believe him. He's not like one of these Hollywood people that like to BS around. No, he's going to tell it how it is. He doesn't care. What does he have to lose? He's made his money, and he's doing pretty well for himself. So he's a stand-up comedian. He does small roles here and there. He just, and also he's been burnt by Hollywood, by a lot of stuff. So he's not going to sugarcoat shit. I love Pray at Night. I hope there is a sequel. I hope there is too. I hope we get another one. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. I enjoyed it overall. Not as good as the first movie. It lacked in some of the dread parts, but it was still fun. Still had some good spots. Yeah, I love that slow burn the strangers have in the movie. Yeah, it did help the dread, right? I felt kind of 50-50 with Jamie said. Some stuff I agree and some stuff I didn't agree with. That's fair. That's fair. Some of it he might be having some of his wearing his feelings on his sleeve, so he might just be venting a little bit himself and taking some things personal, because maybe he was given a similar deal back in the day, and maybe this is his moment to just vent a little. Let him vent. But I do think that he's being genuine for the most part. David Arquette said stuff on Instagram. So, okay. I haven't seen that. I have heard about that. I need to check that out. But it is unfortunate that, Sydney's gone and Dewey's gone. It's crazy. The heart of the franchise has been ripped out, right? I would like to see more than 2 killers at this time around. Me too. Come on, give us a third one. Mix it up a little bit. Give us if they do like 2 here, 3 there, even 4, we never know what we're going to get. So yeah, the only way I want to see one killer, like a mastermind killer like Roman, is it needs to be Stu. That would be the only thing that would surprise me. But if it's just one killer and it's not somebody and it's just another ghost face or something, like that would be lacking. So you got to have 2 or more, but let's do 3. I would like 3. Speaking of Marvel movies, I have my favorites and there are some I don't like. Yeah, me too. But they do focus on fan service a lot. So even the TV shows and stuff like that. So it works. It works for them. And I think Scream is the perfect property in the horror genre to do some fan service in. Yeah, just Stu followers at the location where they are going to college, whether it be NYC or whatever. I think 6 will be amazing if done this way. I do too. I'm still holding out hope for Scream 6. I still think it's going to be good. Have we ever got a bad Scream movie? Some are lacking more than others, but we never really got a bad entry in this franchise. I feel differently about this as the majority of you guys. I love the Sydney character, but I don't want to see 60, 70-year-old Sydney. Time to rip off the Band-Aid and give these new characters a chance. That's fair. That is fair. I don't think it. I do think that if they are trying to go with a different direction, it is kind of time to move on from the Sydney storyline. But I still want her presence in some way, like a mentor type person. And doesn't mean she can't come back in a future movie. She could still be talked about. It could still be connected in some way, shape, or form without her actually being in the movie. But we will see on the returns of Scream 6 if it's going to hurt the film at all financially. And if it does hurt the film at all financially, you can expect to see Neve Campbell back, being her demands being met, and her coming back for Scream 7. If it doesn't, if the movie makes a shit ton of money and it makes, the same amount that Scream 5 makes or even more, then you could probably say that they're not going to renegotiate with Neve Campbell. They're going to say, oh, well, we can do this without Neve, So this Scream 6 is going to make or break this new story, the new. What am I trying to say? If you've seen the TV series The Following, it was based on Scream 3. It was supposed to be. Yeah, I have seen The Following. I do like it. I watched the first season and a little bit of the second season. Yeah. And Paramount Plus is supposed to be doing a Scream TV series again, not connected to the MTV one. I think they're going to do their own direction. Maybe it's going to be in the same universe. I don't know. I haven't heard anything else about it, but they did mention it. There was rumors about it, not even sure if it's like completely confirmed, but what would you think about that? What if like they talked about Stu being alive and then like the Scream TV series was more like The Following, on Paramount Plus, like Stu's cult. Maybe they went more in that direction with that, and they just kept, going in a different direction with the movies. How would you like that? Or do you want Stu actually in the Scream movie? I don't know. The scariest thing about The Strangers is that it could happen. Yep, it could, and it was based off a true story. I agree with you that they should let Sid go before she is too old. I just don't like how they are treating Neve Campbell. Yeah, they're kind of disrespecting her. I wish I could do the super chats. Oh man, I don't know if you've been on any of my other streams, but YouTube is screwing me right now, just like Paramount is screwing Neve Campbell. The only way to support my channel is through Venmo or Cash App or something like that. I do have the link in the descriptions down below, but super chats, like they're not YouTube. I have been back and forth with them on emails. They are not even giving me a legitimate reason why they demonetized me. I have I have not broke any community standards. I have no restrictions. I've met all the standards. And every time I have asked for more details on why am I demonetized, they say it's very limited on their end. And the only thing I can say is keep reapplying. So I have to wait till like the 15th or something like that, so before I can reapply. So yeah, they're really screwing me, and they're not giving me anything. They're not telling me anything. I feel like it's just an excuse to demonetize. I think YouTube's just getting real greedy, but they're being some baby back bullshit bastards like Paramount. So yeah, wish I could have the super chats, Kyle. It's unfortunate, but I'm not going to quit making content because I do this. This is therapeutic, and I like spending time with my Scream family. We are the Scream team here. Yeah, I don't mind Sydney not being in 6. Same with Dewey, but I do think it might somehow affect the box office. I do too. Unless they really just show a bunch. Unless they just really show a bunch of like returning cast members, that's been absent. That could really help the movie. I mean, they're going to do that with Kirby. If they do that with Joel, if they could do that with Patrick Dempsey, if they could do that with some other characters, I really think that it all depends on the direction that they're going to do it. But they expect them to market the hell out of this movie, just like Scream 5, because Scream 5 killed it at the box office. I make your streams more. Thank you, Conrad. I'm glad. I'll start doing more streams in the morning. I kind of like this. Getting my day started. Starting it off with a positive vibe, kind of venting, a little bit. We all need that, right? Yeah, Kyle, I appreciate it. Thank you for the support, man. YouTube can hold you back. Excited for me. I didn't work because now. Let's see. Wait, what? What are you talking about, Carrie? Oh my God, not this shit again. Let me run. Good morning. Hey, Gory, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Not going to be on much longer, going over more than was expected. Just kind of mixing it up a little bit, doing some venting about this Neve Campbell news and what Jamie Kennedy talked about yesterday. it's kind of hard to sleep at night, right? You wake up with just this sour taste in your mouth, and you're just like, can we do better today? But good morning. I'm glad you're here, Gory. Appreciate you. Destin, my bro, all day long. Live streams day or night, either way. Gotta have bro this time, right? Exactly. Thank you for the support, Carrie. I'm going to start. We could start the day off with some Destination Station. We can end the day with some Destination Station. I need to start doing more live streams. A lot of people has been requesting them, so here you go. Yeah, Gory B's in the house. I think Gail is going to be much needed now more than ever. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And just don't kill off any more heart and soul of the movie, please. Yeah, it's not really the morning anymore. I know. Let's see. Listen, if you want me to sister up and kick someone's ass for you, yeah, YouTube and Paramount. Kick his ass, Seabass. Let's see here. Yeah, you got to watch that. I'm not too concerned about it at this point. Yeah, I need to watch that, Gory. We watched the movies video on that situation. Good one to check out. Yeah, I need to check that out. I do like Mike and Jay over there. I did see that they had something up. I need to check that one out. So yeah, we watched a movie. Like, yeah, me and Mike, we've talked back and forth on email. I've sent them some stuff. You know, they've supported my channel before in the past. Whenever I was a lot smaller, even though I'm still a small YouTuber. And but yeah. And before I changed it up to Scream and mainly just horror movies and theories and all that. So yeah, Mike and Jay are awesome. Mike and Jay are great. All right, I'm probably going to wrap it up here, guys. I'm going a little bit over an hour, like I said. I'll start doing more live streams in the morning and at night. So yeah, I appreciate everybody's support here. Kyle says Joel would be great for 6 and would work perfectly with Gail since Dewey is gone. I'd be down for it. Yeah, me too. Let's have some duo. Let's have some of that investigative stuff. Like Joel would be a great addition, and I think we really do need it because he was kind of part of the heart in Scream 2. So yeah, bring Joel back. YouTube, Paramount. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, they all need to be set straight. So yeah, guys, I'm glad that y'all spent my morning with me, talking about this, getting this off. If you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, go check out Jamie Kennedy's video from yesterday. He does let a lot out. It does sound like Sydney or Neve Campbell's role was a little bit more significant than just a cameo, and it just sounds like Paramount's being greedy. And if they think that they can make the return without the presence of Dewey Riley and Sidney Prescott, let's see. They're taking some risks, and they're proving it. This is a pretty big risk. Hashtag bring Joel back. Yeah. Yes, bring Joel back. Let's see some duo buddy stuff for Scream 6 with Gail and Joel. That'd be really cool. Really cool. I saw the video as well. He brought up some good points. Yes, he did. Joel train, Joel for 6, Joel returns. There you go. Yeah, put all that down. Yeah, let's start that. Let's tweet the hell out of that, right? Okay, Destin, we'll have a good day and see you soon later. Yeah, Nanette, appreciate you coming by. Y'all have a good day. Might be on a live stream tonight with Craven. Not sure yet. Still, I got something going on tonight, but if I can make it, I will be there. And I will start doing more live streams in the mornings with y'all. I like this. I like starting off my day with you guys. It starts it off on a positive note. So yeah, thank you all for coming by and spending some time with me and listening to me vent for a little bit about this. So yeah, expect it probably tomorrow morning as well. So yeah, so we'll start doing this. We'll do this more often. But yeah, let me know if this is going to go on replay mode, so everyone else can check this out if they haven't seen it and they weren't a part of this. So yeah. Also, go check out Jamie Kennedy's video that he put out yesterday. I know I keep saying that, and I don't know if you were here in the chat earlier, but Jamie Kennedy will be on a live stream with me sometime in the near future. We're still working out some scheduling stuff. So yeah, be looking out for that as well. So guys, everybody, thank you for coming by. I appreciate this. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and may see you tonight. I'll see you later, or I'll see you on another time. That was very confusing. You don't know if you're going to see me, do you? All right, guys. Y'all have a good day. Peace.